Welcome to a brand new series. Today I have my student Ratul all the way from Bangladesh. How are you, Ratul?
Uh, Thank you for inviting me, and I'm fine. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. Right, today our live is actually a very different, unique type of live. And do you know what, Ratul? A lot of students will be watching and thinking, how on earth did you do it? So tell me the truth. Did you really prepare IELTS all by yourself?
Yes, I
Oh
did
my
it
goodness.
all by myself.
Wow. So no coaching, no teachers.
No.
My goodness. Okay. So the first question really, oh, before we do that, I need to tell you, so where are you now and what are you studying at the moment?
I am now at Demon University, Leicester, and I am studying at Engineering Management, MSc.
Fantastic. Brilliant. And you started in
Yes,
January, isn't it?
yes, exactly.
Oh, good. We'll talk. That's another live. Right. Okay. So we have to go back now. So when did you decide to prepare for IELTS? When did that come in your mind?
You will have heard that I was servicing in a reputed garment industry, and when I was a junior executive. This time, I feel that to get a promotion or to reach a higher management level, I must need a higher degree. That's why I decided to get a foreign degree. And on that time, I decided to study at UK, and because UK universities are very famous for management level course. And
Yeah.
on that time, I also realized that without IELTS, it is not possible for me to enter because most of the UK universities are requiring a IELTS band score, and that's why I decided to take a IELTS.
Oh, right. I'm really jealous of where you are. The sunshine is hitting you. I don't have any sunshine, but the sunshine's on your side. That's good. In the UK,
Yes,
guys, I don't know if you know, even if we have a bit of sunshine, we are very happy people. Just even a
yes,
bit. So I'm jealous.
yes.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Now is the open secret. So how did you prepare all by yourself?
Because I was in my job, so it was difficult for me to manage more time to go a coaching center or something like that. And
Okay.
that's why I was shocked because I don't have enough time for preparing myself. Then I researched a lot of things by myself, and I decided to do it by myself. That's why I saw several types of videos from YouTube, and I collected the learning materials from Google's and other websites, and I decided to do it by myself. From that time, I started my journey with the Cambridge official books, and I got some helps from the YouTube, and there are plenty of materials here where anyone can go easily and learn how to do well in the IELTS exam. That's why
Wow.
I decide and I took some classes or something like that from the YouTube videos, and I prepared myself.
My goodness. So in summary, you said you used YouTube. So YouTube is a great teacher. So
Yes,
you
I
got
think
lots of
so.
videos. You use lots
Yes,
of videos, and also you said there's lots of resources online. So you use that.
yes.
Okay, but what about the speaking practice? How did you prepare for that?
Oh, I also did it by myself. I
Oh
bought
wow.
a mirror from the local market, and
Okay.
I used to, yes, exactly. I
Oh
used
my
to
goodness.
talk with myself in front of that mirror, and I also recorded my voice on my phone, and that I
Oh,
can corrected myself. And from that time, I was practicing 20 to 30 minutes in a regular basis, and after that I heard my recording is something mistake or something should be added to do some extra flavor or some adding some extra flavor. And
okay.
for the first time when I was trying, it was difficult to access myself, but after with the passage of time I was very familiar with myself, and the mirror is was the best friend on that time, and I tried my best
Okay.
in front of mirror. That's why I was capable to pass in my speaking examinations. That's
Oh,
simple.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So
Yes,
you just talk to yourself in front of the mirror. You
yes,
recorded your
exactly.
voice. You listened
Yes,
to it. Check for
yes,
mistakes.
yes.
Brilliant. That's so cool. So how long was your preparation?
I told you that I was in job, and
Yeah.
I would try myself to reach UK as soon as possible. because everything is changing. That's why I took
Mhm.
a very short time preparation, and it would take 3 to 4 months.
Wow. So it took you 3 to 4 months by
Yes.
yourself. My goodness. I'm just thinking, speaking, you did it with a mirror and your voice. What
Yes.
about the listening practice? How did you manage that?
Uh, Firstly, I was introduced with some accent, as like you know that British accent is totally different from American accent,
Yeah.
and also Australian accent, New Zealand accent, Canadian accent are not similar. So I downloaded a radio channel, and the channel name is Radio Green, where I can access easily in every country's every radio center. As like in the morning, I entered in UK's news as like BBC News. In the evening, I heard the sports news from Australian news channel, New Zealand news channels, and I also saw some listening advice and listening techniques from the TED Talk. And TED Talk is a fantastic website or YouTube channel where we can see the various types of people, various types of voices of around the world, and who are famous, and they are trying to deal with the world, and everyone can easily learn from their lesson and easily improve their listening section. That's why
Wow.
I do the same.
Brilliant. So you used TED Talks. You just
Yes,
listened to
yes,
different TED Talks. No,
yes,
that's really good. I never thought you could use TED Talks
yes,
for listening
yes,
practice. Brilliant.
yes.
Fantastic. So basically, I think everyone would like to know, do you have any advice for students who might be doing IELTS exams? What would your advice be? Or what score did you
My
get?
first
You didn't
advice is
share.
that
Rattle, you didn't tell everybody your score. If you don't mind, can you share that with us?
I sit for the examination for a single time, and I secured 6.5.
Yay, well done. First
Thank
time
you.
round, 6.5.
Yes,
Mashallah, very good. I'm so
yes.
proud of you. Oh, so what advice would you give to students who are watching right now who might be a bit nervous?
I think courage is the first thing,
Hmm.
because IELTS is nothing, but we can learn from everyday using materials, and we have learned everything from our previous studies and previous life. That's why, firstly, we need to create a proper guideline by which we can easily pass, and after that, we can follow some learning materials and resources from YouTube, and by practicing the official Cambridge book, anyone can easily get a suitable mark or standard mark what he deserves.
So basically, your first advice is have courage. You have to have
Yes,
courage.
I think so.
You need courage. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. I hope this is inspirational for many, many students. Guys, you watch, this is real example. He's not making it up.
Yes,
He learned by himself. He used TED Talks for the listening skills. He bought a
yes.
mirror from the market and he actually spoke to himself and actually recorded his voice. And then speaking. Oh, no, sorry, we haven't talked about reading and writing. Sorry. How did you manage that?
First, I was introduced with the reading materials, as like I used to read some storybooks from YouTube or Google, and from that time, then I easily access the reading materials, because you know that speaking and listening are covering in those rest of the modules,
Yeah.
because they are closely connected. When you are familiar with listening, you can easily speak those things, and when you are familiar with writing, you can
Mhm.
easily read those things. So firstly, I was working on listening and reading section, and
Okay.
in reading I read several types of newspaper, as like BBC, New York Times, and others so on. And from that, I was well introduced with the reading pattern and the writing pattern of the authors. So that's why I was easily able to connect the links, and I was confident that reading is nothing, something like that. I mentioned that it's a color, that's thing.
Oh,
And in writing, there are some resources there, but also at the last of the Cambridge, the examiners give some valuable advice, what should we improve, and some sample demo from the previous times where the students are doing good thing or bad thing. If the students are doing bad thing, they mention that what we should do to improve, and in good things as like a band 8 or band 9 sample, they tell us why they get the band 9 sample. It's
Yeah.
simple, and everything is on the last of a Cambridge book, and you can follow it and usually create a good mark in writing and reading also.
Brilliant. I mean, the books that you mentioned, would you kindly share that with me and I'll write it in the caption so
Yes,
students
and yes,
can.
and mainly the Cambridge official books, 1
Okay,
to 17, and the list. I think we should follow the latest version, 10 to
right.
17. And for writing, there are plenty of materials. Firstly, we should follow the last page where the previous examination are evaluated, the course and the writing criteria of the previous students, and for speaking, I think some resources are available in market as like Makkar speaking book, a beautiful lady who's covering 125 to 130 something like that questions, and most of the time we are easily get the common things from that book. And in speaking, if anyone add to some extra favor, I will suggest him or her to follow Keith speaking, and because Keith is also a fantastic teacher, and his resources are totally free, and you can find his speaking practice and his speaking technique from YouTube easily.
Brilliant. I'm definitely going to, guys, don't worry. We will write it all down in the caption so you can have a look because
Thank you.
if Ratul has recommended it, they must be pretty good. Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're a very busy student, so I'll let you go. Guys, this is Ratul. So he's at De Montfort University studying engineering management at De Montfort University, the January intake, and he looks like he's enjoying himself. So if you'd like to be in the
Yes.
same position as Ratul, and if you'd like a UK university admission, any university in the UK, we cover most of the universities. All you need to do is DM me at direct. Until next time, my friends, take care. Bye bye. Bye, Ratul.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.